No. Please. Help me!
They have you fight to save the weak. But what they never told you is that when all the pretenses of kindness and compassion are stripped away, this is how the universe is meant to be. When the Xianzhou is weak, they play the victim so they can win your sympathy. When they are strong, they make you their avenger and have you fight in the name of justice. I found it. This is your shadow of doubt.
Your so-called survival of the fittest is nothing but an excuse. You cannot weaken my resolve, Huleg.
Blinded by the fury of your moon rage, you slaughtered your allies. Merlin's Claw, you have betrayed the Alliance. Your actions are no different from those of the abominations we stand against.
At the end of the day, it is the blood of the abominations that runs through your veins. One day, you will inevitably become an enemy of the Alliance. Cloud Knights, formation! You ran into the arms of your new master's army without hesitation. You thought that you had found freedom, respect, and recognition. But you were wrong. They know all too well that a wolf will always be a wolf. Now your greatest fear is about to come true. You have become an enemy of the Xianzhou. This is your fear.
You aim to instill terror within me. Yet all of this is nothing but a phantom!
You have returned, Lord Fei. The warhead has returned. It's time to return to the pack, Fei Shao. No matter how deep the hatred you bear for the poison, no matter how much we may consider each other enemies, I will still show you this path that you never imagined was available to you. Because you made a choice. You devoured the Crimson Moon. You are worthy to become the poison's warhead.
What did you say?
The descendants of Duran who came to rescue me hoped with all their hearts that once I regained my freedom, I would be able to turn the tides of battle and change the fate of our people, allowing the poison to return to their former glory. But this was just a dream used by someone with ulterior motives. base their hopes of survival on an imaginary savior, then gain the courage and strength to fight to the death. Borzoi like that deserve no more than to be sent to their deaths. And I, a prisoner who was held captive for over 700 years, a criminal of war who was deprived even an honorable death in battle, will become a puppet upon my return at the mercy of others. This is a fate that I will never accept. For those who are truly strong, Foxy and Borzoi are no more than labels. Someone who is truly strong chooses their own path. I will create that new path for myself. I will pass the right to decide the destiny of the Borzoi on to you, former Borzoi war slave and future Foxian ruler. Your human Jojo served you with such loyalty. He was even willing to die in order to cure your moon rage. I told him before that the only way to save you lay in my hands. If you just nod your head, you will awaken from this nightmare that the Crimson Moon has inflicted on you, and your body will be born anew. From that moment, you will no longer be trapped by your rage. Doubt will be swept from your mind like dust, and your fear will naturally disappear.
So this was the path that you prepared for me. To become a new you.
That's right. We are so similar after all. We are both monsters that were born for war, and will die for war.
I'm sure my answer doesn't need much explanation. I refuse.
I told you before, Foxian and Borzoi are no more than labels. You can be whoever you want to be. You can do whatever you want to do. Accept these truths, and the Borzoi will bow to you. Destroy them, reduce them to dust, or teach them to become servants of the Xianzhou. You are free to do as you please. Carve your name into the Xianzhou's history books, or into the list of arch enemies. You have the final say.
You do not understand, Thule. You have no idea what it is that I truly desire. When I was just a child, I stained my hands with blood for the first time, in order to escape the whips and shackles of the Wolf Masters.
Nurgle, don't stop! Keep running! I can't run anymore. Saran, are they catching up? They're still behind us. Don't stop! Nurgle, look up! Look at that light in the sky! That's a shooting star. It's shining down on us. If we just tell it our wish, we can have our freedom. We will all be able to escape. We'll win our freedom and then share it with our cooler brothers and sisters. So you have to run. Quickly! We can do it! We can escape!
the strength we had, but we ended up losing each other. I escaped the hunting pack and encountered a woman that could fly. A Cloud Knight.
I imagine you kept your promise.
Unfortunately, when I led her back in order to free my Kulor companions, there was nothing left there but a bottomless pit.
Light of the devilish archer. A star of calamity that strikes the ground and leaves only devastation in its wake.
In the years that followed, I followed the trail of that light alongside my Cloud Knight allies, and saw it fall countless more times. Gradually, I came to understand. That light was not some shooting star that carried wishes and aspirations. Each Lux arrow meant that countless lives in a helpless world were about to be obliterated. I prayed to the god of the skyboat that I would never have to witness one of these shooting stars fall again. But they ignored my prayers.
That's right. They never answer us. They just let us loose in this world to massacre each other. That is why the fierce battle between us has raged to this day. If the gods who never bleed nor cry, who walk silently from above, refuse to listen to the prayers of mortals, then we have no choice but to fight for our own desires. Do you understand now, Saran? You and I are similar in more ways than you think. You are a beast that was born for war and will die for war.
Perhaps. So, what is it that you yearn for, Hule? Why is it that you fight?
I fight so that I can turn the stars above into a great wilderness for Boris and Jerome. What about you, Saran?
I fight so that one day I will never have to witness another shooting star falling to the ground. So that just one more person can live and return to the Yaoqing alongside me.
You would resist becoming the person you were supposed to be. Lower yourself from a free wolf to a domesticated fox just for the sake of one person. Then have it your way. I will use your fear and doubt as my nourishment. I will seize you and devour you. I will replace you and become a Shao.
We are so similar. Both monsters that were born for war and will die for war. You were right when you said that, Hule. So, I shall pray to the heavens. Even if they do not respond to me, I pray that the arrows of the hunt will pierce the heart of every monster. Do you see me, shooting star? The knights are sworn to protect the Xianzhou. I will uphold this vow until my very last day.
Since the day I was born, besides and tears of blood, and all living creatures have bowed and lamented. I once managed strong and hunted the weak. Now, I will use your inner beast as my weapon, and your name as my prey. Fei Xiao! Tear back your disguises and show you how cowardly and powerless you truly are, Hule! A wolf lurks in the heart of every Borset and Foxy. The moment you go, it will devour you.
The arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! He goes! For blood. I will devour the heavens and envelop the earth.
I'll see you off.
That won't do.
Firefly Type 4 is set to the seas of flame!
Make your move, Hule. Never hesitate to That won't do.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
I swear to be.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! Fearless will not fear!
You chose the wrong enemy.
That won't do.
Hope for an end to strife in the world. All together.
Never hesitate!
I'll see you off.
That won't do.
Detonate. Move. Support.
Like Firefly until everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Night. Stars echo. No more time.
I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! You cannot
Firefly Type 4 in position. Fight to live!
make your move, Hule.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Set to the seas of flame!
Fearless will not fear! That won't do. I will devour you! With your own storm!
May song bring us victory.
Never hesitate!
That won't do. I swear to be the arrowhead.
Forever triumphant!
I'll eternal the dead return!
Thank you. My throat is feeling much better.
That won't do.
Join the battle.
Make your move, let out.
You chose the wrong enemy.
I swear to you.
Forever triumphant! Victory is inevitable! One, here!
I'm so everything burns to ashes! This is more than a battle fight to live!
That won't do.
Eternal sleep. The dead return!
Set to the seas of flame!
Make your move, let fearless ones not fear. Our little hunting ends here.
I swear.
Mighty light of the heavens, woke in my heart, come to me. We shall conquer as one.
My only enemy has always been myself. General! General, you're awake.
I'd like to hear their explanations.
Welcome, Miss Lingshaw. I am Preceptor Tauron.
Greetings, my honored preceptor. It's been a while since we last touched base. I've brought a friend with me today. I believe you're already familiar with each other.
Tauron. Elder Tauron? I remember when I was exiled, you were on the verge of passing on. What's with this new look?
All of this is thanks to your past life. Had you not been so rash, I wouldn't have had to walk such a dangerous road to free our clan, becoming this specter of my former self. Don Hung, you've returned twice, but it seems that meeting us fossils wasn't on your agenda. Regrettable indeed. Now here you are to meet me anyway. Life does love its ironies, doesn't it?
I didn't come here with Miss Lingsha today to reminisce.
Indeed. When the Cauldron Master extends an invitation, it's only proper for the preceptors to attend.
As the newly appointed Cauldron Master, there's been much to take care of within the Alchemy Commission. It's only now that I've had the chance to speak with you. Please forgive the delay, Elder. I sent over some evidence regarding the prison break in the Shackling Prison. I trust you've already looked it over.
Yes. You sent us the remains of Mara-struck soldiers, a map of the Shackling Prison, and a semblance reversion essence pill.
These are the remains of assassins who used Cloud Hymn magic to conceal their tracks. They aided in the Borison's escape, allowing them unimpeded passage through the Shackling Prison. That marked-up map is a map of prisoners' escape routes. Vidyadhara craftsmen once made blueprints for the prison's construction, so I imagine, Mr. Tauran, you have a similar map in your possession. This pill.
Is semblance reversion essence. Indeed. I helped plot the prison break in the Shackling Prison.
So, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus joining forces with the Lord Ravager to stir up trouble in the Alchemy Commission, the introduction of the Stellaron, and the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection all have something to do with the Vidyadhara.
That's right. Are you surprised? After all, both of you were sent here by the Seat of Divine Foresight as messengers to hear my confession, weren't you? Ever since the sedition of Imbibitor Lunae, the population of the Vidyadhara has dwindled. With the High Elder exiled, a few of us preceptors had to do what we could to turn the tide. My methods might have been drastic, perhaps even incomprehensible. But it was all for one cause. The survival of the Vidyadhara. Yet, the Xianzhou natives zealously forbid any plague marks, and did nothing while the Vidyadhara suffered. Donham, Lingsha, as Vidyadhara, you should understand the desperation behind my actions. All I've tried to do is to ensure our survival.
I'm well aware of the challenges the Vidyadhara face. Fighting for survival isn't a sin. But Elder, your actions have gone beyond mere survival. You've become a beast driven solely by the propagation, devoid of even a hint of empathy.
Oh. Despite calling ourselves a noble draconic bloodline, at our core, we're merely bipedal beasts. The survival of our kind is paramount. If I hadn't resorted to beastly actions, the Vidyadhara might not even exist. The sages show no mercy, as the old wisdom goes. When the High Elder abandoned our people's survival, I had to shoulder the world's sins alone. Lingsha, Donhong, the past is behind us. But the future of the Vidyadhara still lies within your grasp. The situation on the Xianzhou Luofu has changed rapidly. As Vidyadhara, we must unite in purpose and avoid the mistakes of the previous Imbibitor Lunae.
I was initially skeptical about the Vidyadhara's betrayal of the Alliance. But after hearing your confession, I realized that there is no point in talking about trust. Breaking the covenant of our Alliance will bring war upon the Vidyadhara. Even if we are able to have offspring again, what difference will it make?
Once my plan succeeds, the Alliance will see the Vidyadhara as their saviors. Because both parties ultimately share the same interests.
So now that survival won't convince us, you want to talk about interests?
For 1,000 years, the Alliance has been engaged in brutal warfare against the denizens of abundance. Yet victory has remained beyond reach. Have you ever wondered why? Should the Alliance emerge victorious, they will inevitably become the next denizens of abundance. However, if they suffer defeat, the Alliance will face extinction. Thus, the Alliance has deceitfully upheld this precarious balance. However, I have a way to escape from this dilemma. The Alliance's path to salvation lies within the secret of dragon transmutation. Imagine if there were a way to transform other life forms into Vidyadhara. The Alliance would then possess an endless stream of soldiers. It would not need to worry about casualties. Once the war ended, these soldiers would cease reproduction, eliminating concerns of overpopulation. This is the way to salvation for the Xianzhou Alliance. The ultimate path to end the universe's suffering under the immortality plague. Only we, the Vidyadhara, can achieve this.
So, you relied on this rhetoric to manipulate the ignorant members of the Vidyadhara into serving you. I am deeply disappointed in you, Elder. Your thoughts and intentions are completely devoid of empathy. Cloud Knights!
Hold it.
Miss Bailu!
Mr. Danheng and Sister Lingsha! Everyone's here?
You think I don't know why you're really here? Jing Yuan sent you here to test me, didn't he? According to the oath between the Alliance and the Vidyadhara, it's forbidden to spill Vidyadhara blood on their own territory. Are you all ready to violate this oath in the presence of the Law Fu's High Elder?
Dragon Lady, there's no need to panic. Elder, the Vidyadhara's sacred grounds and the High Elder are not to be used as pawns in exchange for your life.
You talk a big game. As if you have the nation and the people's best interests at heart. But when it really matters, you use a small girl as your shield. It's ridiculously pitiful.
I've said it before. Survival is never a sin. We're all Vidyadhara, so you should understand my intentions. And as a Vidyadhara, I will leave for you a dignified solution. Leave the Scale Gorge waterscape immediately, and appeal to the top echelons of the Alliance. Let the 6 charioteers hold a trial, and sentence me to exuviation and rebirth.
I see right through your plans, Mr. Taoran. Vidyadhara rebirth erases past crimes, but I'm well aware of the Preceptor's dirty tricks during rebirth. You might not be you, but you will still be you. I won't forgive myself for past sins under the pretext of knowing nothing, nor will I allow you to evade accountability.
Dan Heng, I've always disliked your inability to see the bigger picture. Rebirth hasn't changed you one bit.
Miss Bailu, as High Elder of the Lawfu Vidyadhara, please share your thoughts at this moment.
I don't want to stay here. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm not some puppet to be controlled. Please, take me away with you.
I understand. As the oath dictates, members of the Alliance are forbidden from harming Vidyadhara here. But I've long since severed ties with the Alliance. Right now, I'm simply a nameless, free to come and go as I please. The oath of the Xianzhou means nothing to the spear in my hand.
Get them! Do whatever it takes! Make sure they don't leave you behind.
Be of your body and mind! Until everything burns to ashes! Fight to live!
A miracle!
Set the seas ablaze!
Everything in this world is bleeding. Steady.
Receive divinity.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game!
The dead return! Secret of the safe. Nothing major.
Confiscated!
Time to cleanse the filth.
Detonate! Merciful Medicus! Attack!
Until everything burns to ashes!
Yeah.
The dead return!
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Fight to live! Set the seas ablaze!
A miracle!
Attack detected!
Be of your body and mind.
Detonate! Immortality!
Dragon Lady, are you all right?
I'm fine. Thank you for rescuing me.
You actually came here in person?
Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to hear your lofty opinions. The public trial you seek with the 6 charioteers is inevitable. In addition, I'll write to the Sage Queller of the Feng Hu. With her hatred for evil, I'm sure she will make a just decision.
If it's her, she will earn the respect and assent of all the Vidyadhara on the Lafu.
In terms of martial prowess, you indeed have the upper hand. But if you're under the impression that this advantage can be used to settle the score with us preceptors, that's quite an overestimation. Given the Vidyadhara's foundation within the Alliance, do you really think you can do anything to us? As I mentioned, I'll take all the blame and become the scapegoat. With the secrets I possess, the interrogation alone will take an eternity. And in the end, through various exchanges of interest, I am certain to survive. You understand this better than anyone, as it's the very art of trade-offs you love to wield. Lastly, a word of caution to you. I heard that Hule has escaped from prison and is headed directly for the Sky Splitter. The bloodshed at the War Dance is bound to be gruesome. Perhaps, even before my trial, your impeachment will have you in dire straits first.
Regrettably, Mr. Taoran, the Sky Splitter only hosted Cloud Knights today. No audience. And just moments ago, Hule was executed by the Cloud Knights.
Miss March! My dear Miss March! I was only in the bathroom for a little bit, and you've already arranged my death? Hey, can't you play some normal games with Dragon Lady? Thanks a lot for that. All right, enough playing. It's time to visit my masters. The infirmary is right over there. You can go by yourselves. Oh, come back and visit me when you have time. Next time, let's not play overly realistic make-believe with this doofus, okay?
Well, there's not much I could do. General Fei Xiao didn't really give me any chance to shine during this wolf hunt operation. If I had been in the ring, I could have knocked down 10 Hulays with just one strike.
You sound exactly like Master Yenqing. But for now, both he and Yun Li have been forced to go to the Alchemy Commission for some well-needed rest. I'm the least accomplished in swordplay, but I came out unscathed. I really ought to thank my masters for taking all the blows on my behalf.